everyone. Welcome to Live Interactive English. My name is Winnie.
And I'm Matt.
And as we talked about last time, we mentioned Dua Lipa, the global sensation. And she's very talented, considering when she was 15, she started to pursue her career in music. When you were 15, what were you doing? What were you maybe pursuing, or what was your dream?
Well, I was going to school every day, so I was busy. But I think I did have a dream in my teenage years of becoming a professional mountain biker.
Wow.
In particular, downhill. I really like downhill mountain biking.
You're adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, so I at that time I think I was on the school mountain biking team, but they didn't have downhill. They only had a school cross country team, so that means you got to go up the hills too before you go down them.
Yeah.
But every once in a while I would travel to downhill races where you go down a mountain and you race down the mountain.
Wow. Okay, so you're an adrenaline junkie. When I was 15, I had started my acting career, so I can kind of relate to Dua Lipa in, putting yourself out there at the age of 15 to pursue this dream that you have. And I think I can really respect, a 15-year-old choosing their own path.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I didn't make it as a mountain biker.
Well, it's not too late.
Right, maybe I'll go out there and get another mountain bike.
Well, we'll see, and we'll continue on for today's episode of Dua Lipa Follows Her Own Rules, Part 2.
New Rules gained billions of views on YouTube and reached #1 in the UK charts. Lipa followed up her first album with Future Nostalgia, which won Best Pop Vocal Album at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards and British Album of the Year at the Brit Awards. It wasn't just a critical hit, though. The album's fifth single, Levitating, was named the best performing single of 2021 on the Hot 100, and the song was enjoyed by audiences around the world.
Welcome back. We're looking at part 2 of Dua Lipa Follows Her Own Rules. So where we left off last time, we had just learned that Dua Lipa had just released her 2017 single New Rules, and it was starting to create notice, starting to take off.
Do you know the song?
No.
It's a great song. I highly recommend it. Continuing on, New Rules gained billions of views on YouTube and reached #1 in the UK charts. Lipa followed up her first album with Future Nostalgia, which won Best Pop Vocal Album at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards and British Album of the Year at the Brit Awards. Okay, let's go back. This is crazy. At this point, so 2017, she's probably about 21, and she's already won a Grammy Award. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot of accomplishment for someone at a young age.
Right.
To have, these very prestigious awards. So these very high-level awards, including a Grammy, which, as they mentioned, was an annual award. So this was at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards. So annual meaning every year. Something that happens once a year, every year, is something that happens annual. Is an annual event, or something that happens as an adverb, we'd say annually. So for example, I'm looking forward to our annual office party. Wow. So they have an office party once a year. Continuing on. It wasn't just a critical hit, though.
Okay, so this word critical, what does that mean? In this case, it's an adjective and it means something of importance. It can also mean to critique something or someone, meaning having a lot of opinions and thoughts. So critical means something is very important, but you're also leaving a lot of room for people's opinions and things like that. So, for example, you can say the movie made lots of money and was a critical success. Yeah.
So when they say it wasn't just a critical hit, they mean it wasn't just that the critics and everyone who talked about the song said it was good, there's something more to this music that's more than just loved by the critics.
Right, it was loved by even the fans and even maybe non-fans.
The album's fifth single, Levitating, was named the best performing single of 2021 on the Hot 100. And the song was enjoyed by audiences around the world.
It made me feel like I was levitating whenever I listened to that song.
Yeah,
you see what I did there?
Yeah.
Levitating.
So what does levitating mean?
So levitating means to float or to be in the air. And, obviously this song was so good that it made me feel really light and airy and dancey.
Yeah, I loved that song too.
You don't know the song.
Wow. I could imagine it was pretty amazing.
During this break, I think I'm going to have to share my music playlist of Dua Lipa top hits with you.
Okay. I look forward to hearing them.
Okay. See you after the break.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在第一天课文读到 Dua Lipa 在2017年推出的单曲 New Rules 引起了大家的关注。那这首歌在 YouTube 上面获得了数十亿的观看次数，并且在英国排行榜登上冠军。那么继第一张专辑之后呢 ，Dua Lipa 她又推出了Future Nostalgia 就是流行先锋这一张专辑，有获得了第63届年度格莱美奖最佳流行演唱专辑奖，还有全英音乐奖年度英国专辑奖。那这张专辑不仅受到乐评的赞赏，其中它第5支的单曲 Levitating， 也就是翻译成兴致高昂，这首歌呢还在百大热门单曲榜被评为2021年最佳表现单曲。我们补充一下。Levitate 这个动词 L-E-V-I-T-A-T-E， 那它可以表达使升空、使漂浮的意思哦。那么课文单字 annual， 它是形容年度的、每年的、一年一次的。那它的副词是 annually， 就表示每年底、一年一次的。再看到 critical。它可以描述这个艺术啊、文学、电影等等是评论的或是评论界的，也可以表达是批判的。另外，它还可以形容是关键的或是极为重要的。老师在讲解的时候有用到 critique 这个字 C-R-I-T-I-Q-U-E 这个字可以当名词或动词来表达批评、评论的意思。那这边2个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是follow up 或是 follow up something， 它是指跟着继续做某事，表示接着从事某个与先前有关或是另外别的事。那可以做及物或是不及物用，后面常常会用 with 或是 by 去加名词来指接续的行动。例如 Her debut album was a big success。And she followed up with another hit album. 她的首张专辑大获成功，之后又推出了另一张畅销专辑。第二重点是形容词子句的非限定用法。非限定用法的形容词子句是用来补充说明先行词，那必须用逗号跟句子隔开。这个先行词会是专有名词或者是独一无二的人事物。当我们先行词是人的话，当主格就是用 who， 当受格就是用 whom。那么当先行词是事物的话，这个关系代名词则是用 which。注意一下哦，非限定用法当中，这个关系代名词 who、whom 或是 which 不可以用 that 代替。我们看2个例句 ：Mark showed us his new car, which he bought last month. Mark 给我们看他的新车，那是他上个月买的。那后面这一句是补充，所以我们用逗号隔开。Ken's brother, whom I had lunch with yesterday, is a musician. Ken 的哥哥是音乐家，我昨天有跟他一起吃午餐。那我昨天有跟他一起吃午餐，这是补充说明，所以在中间也用逗号把这个部分隔开来。接回课文中。
Music, however, is not the only thing that has been keeping Lipa busy.In 2023, she made her acting debut in Barbie and has plans to star in more films going forward. She also hosts her own podcast, campaigns for the equal treatment of women within the music industry, and supports lots of charitable causes around the globe. Lipa is currently working on her 3rd album, which is set to be released sometime in 2024. if there is one thing we can learn from her, it's that you are never too young to follow your dreams. With enough passion and hard work, the sky is the limit, especially if you're levitating.
Welcome back. We are still talking about Dua Lipa, and before the break, we learned that her first album won many awards, including a Grammy Award, which is pretty impressive, and that her 2021 single Levitating was named the best performing single of the year.
She's got a pretty great rap sheet, if I do say so myself.
Very impressive career so far.
Considering she's not even 30 yet right now. So let's continue on with this article. Music, however, is not the only thing that has been keeping Lipa busy. In 2023, she made her acting debut in Barbie and has plans to star in more films going forward. So, a debut, that usually means when someone makes their first appearance or first attempt at something. And so, did you watch the Barbie movie?
No, I never saw it.
Oh, well, I highly recommend it because she plays a really pretty Barbie in it. And I was quite shocked because I always just thought she was a singer.
Okay, well that's good. Now she's made her debut. So I think she was just a singer, but now she's made her debut, so now she's also an actor.
Right, so she can add actor to the list of things she's done.
She also hosts her own podcast, campaigns for the equal treatment of women within the music industry, and supports lots of charitable causes around the globe.
I love that. Wait, so she hosts her own podcast? I didn't know that.
Right, so a podcast is like a radio show that's on the internet, basically.
Yeah, basically no video. Sometimes there's a video, but mainly they focus on the topics of discussion and their conversation.
And it comes from the words broadcast, which a radio show is broadcast, means it's sent out over the airwaves to places. But in this case, it's on the internet, so it comes from the word iPod, which used to be, was like the iPhone. Before the iPhone, there was the iPod, which was a portable music player. And people made these shows to go on that music player, and these were called podcasts.
Right, so she has her own podcast, which people can, listen to on a regular basis. I think that's really cool because it's also a great platform for her to talk about things that she cares about, right? So we said something charitable. She supports lots of charitable causes. So what does it mean to be charitable?
So something charitable means it's helping others. It's for the well-being of something else or someone else. So it can be for animals or for people who need help. So for causes that are for the bettering, for making things better for someone or something.
And without expecting anything in return.
Yes, that's
right. And so she cares a lot about women in the industry. So that's one of her charitable causes.
Yeah, that's right. So she campaigns for women's rights in the industry. So to campaign for something is to work in an organized way towards a certain goal. So for example, Donnie campaigned for the library to stay open after school.
So it's kind of like when someone runs for presidency, they need to run a campaign. Cool, okay. And so we were talking about the word globe, okay, and that is a noun. And it's just another way of referring to the earth. A globe also can describe a sphere, which is a round shape, like a ball, okay? Sometimes we will see a physical globe in geography class or history class, and it's basically kind of like a map in a ball form. Yeah, so for example, you can say, there are many different styles of cooking around the globe.
Meaning around the world and many places in the world.
Yeah.
Lipa is currently working on her third album, which is set to be released sometime in 2024.
Needless to say, I'm very excited for that. If there is one thing we can learn from her, it's that you are never too young to follow your dreams. So don't lose that mountain bike dream of yours.
All right,
okay?
keep at it.
With enough passion and hard work, the sky is the limit, especially if you're levitating. I see what they did there.
Yeah.
Levitating.
Okay. So we have the word with enough passion. Passion is a strong, barely containable emotion. So if you have enough emotional drive for something, if you have enough passion, then you can achieve your goals.
Right.
So for example, Holly spoke with passion about the need for change. So she's speaking from a very emotional place. She really, you can feel that she really cares about this need for change.
Right, just like Dua Lipa has her passion for, her charitable causes and things like that. Like, for example, I'm very passionate about food.
Okay, you have emotion for food.
Yes.
Okay.
So what do you think makes Dua Lipa so driven to achieve success?
Well, I think Dua Lipa is motivated by the comments on the internet.
Interesting.
So when someone comments like that was no good, she's like, oh, I gotta do better. So
the thoughts of the public is what motivates her.
Yeah, the public opinion.
Okay.
Because she started off as like a YouTuber basically by putting videos on YouTube. So
got it. Okay, well, that's all we have for today. I hope you check out some of Dua Lipa's songs. I'll send you the link.
Sounds good.
Okay, see you guys.
Bye.
好，那我们来看看 Dua Lipa 在音乐领域之外的发展。在2023年，她有在《芭比》这一部电影当中首次演戏，那也计划将来要主演更多电影。她还有主持自己的 podcast， 发起活动来鼓吹女性在乐坛获得平等待遇，那也支持世界各地的很多慈善事业。我们来看单字 campaign。campaign 在这边当动词，表示可能是为社会或是政治目的等等来发起运动。那么 campaign for something 就可以表达发起活动，鼓吹什么什么，支持某事物。另外 campaign 也可以当名词，那么这时候它是指像运动或是活动，尤其是像社会政治运动。Winnie 老师有举例说，像参选总统就会有一些竞选活动嘛，那这时候老师用到 presidency， 也就是把 president 后面那个 t 改成 cy，presidency 就表示总统职务或者是任期。好，下一个单字 globe。globe 它表示地球球状物，那 around the globe 就可以表达全球各地。老师在讲解时有用到 sphere 这个字。sphere sphere 可以用来指球体或是球形。好，课文最后写到说 Dua Lipa 目前正在制作第3张专辑，预定在2024年间发行。从他身上我们可以学到一件事情，那就是追逐梦想永远不嫌年纪小，只要有足够的热情和努力，未来就会有无限可能。好，那我们看单字 passion， 它表示热忱或是热爱、热情，它的形容词是在后面加上 ate passionate， 那就表示热情的、激昂的或是热烈的。这边一个重点，我们要进入文法时间。这边我们来学习 be set to 加上原形动词，或是 be set for 加名词，可以表达预定要怎么样，安排好要做某事。set 在这边是当形容词，表示预定的或是安排好的。那我们看2个例句。The parade is set to begin at 2 p.m. 那场游行预定下午2点开始。The meeting is set for next Tuesday. 会议预定在下周2。好，那以上就是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
New Rules gained billions of views on YouTube and reached #1 in the UK charts. Lipa followed up her first album with Future Nostalgia, which won Best Pop Vocal Album at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards and British Album of the Year at the Brit Awards. It wasn't just a critical hit, though. The album's 5th single, Levitating, was named the best performing single of 2021 on the Hot 100, and the song was enjoyed by audiences around the world. Music, however, is not the only thing that has been keeping Lipa busy. In 2023, she made her acting debut in Barbie and has plans to star in more films going forward. She also hosts her own podcast, campaigns for the equal treatment of women within the music industry, and supports lots of charitable causes around the globe. Lipa is currently working on her 3rd album, which is set to be released sometime in 2024. If there is one thing we can learn from her, it's that you are never too young to follow your dreams. With enough passion and hard work, the sky is the limit, especially if you're levitating.
Hey, 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 it's KiWi on the street. I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie.
We know there are a lot of English phrases that we can use in our daily lives.
Now let's go ask some friends.
好，我们今天第一题是心比天高，志向远大。
I think it's the stars.
Reach for the stars.
Reach for the stars.
I guess is reach for the stars.
Okay, reach for the stars.
Reach for the moon.
Moon. Oh, different answers.
Reach for the stars.
我觉得是reach for the stars.
Reach for the stars. You want to change your answer?
No need.
He's so confident because he's correct. Reach for the stars. Very good. Okay, 下一个。饥肠辘辘饿得发晕。
Eat a horse.
Eat a cow.
Eat a cow.
Eat a cow. I would say eat a cow.
I guess is it's a horse.
Eat a cow.
Yeah, probably cow. Yeah. Probably
Yeah?
It's a cow.
I'll give you one more try if you want to change.
Yeah.
Eat a cow.
Well, you should have stayed with your answer. Eat a horse. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Good try. You should be confident in your answer. 那我们今天学到什么呢?
Let's talk about our phrases today. Our first one is reach for the stars, and it means to try to do something that is difficult and impressive. Of course, it's impossible for us to reach for the stars. But if you were able to do it, it would definitely be hard and unbelievable to most. So don't be afraid to reach for the stars and follow your dreams. Our second phrase is eat a horse, and it means that someone is very hungry. You don't really want to eat a horse because it's gross, right? But if you were so hungry and desperate, you would be willing to eat anything that's available to you, even if it was a horse. For an example, I've been working all day long. I didn't eat anything. I could eat a horse. And it just means that you could eat anything. You could even eat a horse. So those are the phrases that we learned today. KiWi later.